Hi, guys. Great to be here on this lovely Thanksgiving day. 32 degrees isn't going to keep me from outside because the snow squalls that they're calling for haven't started yet. And I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for being part of my journey so far. And hopefully, as more and more people take notice of what we're doing and what we're creating, we're going to create a movement. We're going to create magic in our lives. And greatness is going to keep starting with everybody's first sip. So, I haven't had butterflies in my stomach for a long time since I'm speaking on camera, but today I feel the butterflies because the universe has been telling me that, Cam, enough's enough. You have talked about how you've done things, but you've stayed away from the details, the minutia of what you've done, how you're doing it, how you've transformed yourself from morbidly obese to skinny fat to the version of myself that I am today. And, going from 270 pounds down to 145 and doing that all through smoking cigarettes, drinking beer, being legally blind, arthritic, having my plantar removed from a string of tumors. And to this day, still being legally blind, still arthritic, still have that plantar removed, still smoking cigarettes, still drinking beer, but I'm becoming a better version of myself each and every day. And today, against my better judgment, because I don't like advocating any plan because I feel that everybody's plan is individualized as a fingerprint. And what works for me may not work for you. And it's really hard for me to advocate any lifestyle, any way of being, because it's me. It's about me. But people have been asking, the universe is being like drawing me to explain myself and how I've done it. And in this world is filled with energy, I'm just going to trust the universe wants me to speak about what I've done, how I've done it, how I'm continuing to do it, and how I've only scratched the surface about what's possible so far for me. So today is going to be about the magic of autophagy and hypertrophy. No, hypertrophy. There we go. Got the word right. And yeah, that's been my journey through these years of transformation for me. And people that have followed me, known me closely, have seen me go from morbidly obese to physically fit. And autophagy was the first key. And we'll start today talking about autophagy and how I trigger autophagy. And if you don't know what autophagy is, it's when your cells start feeding off themselves to get rid of your junk cells in order to fuel themselves. And how do you trigger that in yourself? You trigger that through intermittent fasting. And I've been intermittent fasting for over 3 years now. And at 16 to 18 hours, your body will run out of fuel from the food that you've eaten to start eating at its cells to provide you with the fuel to do the 6 trillion functions that it does every second without even being aware of what you're all doing. And that's the great, wonderful part of the subconscious mind. And when you trigger that autophagy on a daily basis, and what I do, I consume all of my calories in a 4-hour window. So I can still drink beer. I can eat what I want. I don't have to deprive myself of anything. I don't have to count calories. I don't have to worry about macros. I just have to consume my calories, delay my gratification until that 4-hour window's open, and then I can feast on whatever I want. And as I do that, and as I've done that, the body fat started melting away. And it started melting away because it had no fuel to feed itself. So it had to start eating away at fat cells. It had to start eating away at junk cells. I never get a cold. I don't feel the side effects of smoking because my body each and every day feeds itself, kills those junk cells, and expands and allows me to become that better version of myself. And that's autophagy. And it's the greatest thing and it's the greatest feeling. And you don't have to worry about eating 6 times a day or portion control or worrying about what you eat or getting the right nutrients or the macronutrients or eating enough protein. If you trigger autophagy each and every day, and anybody can do it, you don't have to have anything to not eat. In fact, when you don't have anything, it's easier to not eat because you can't afford to eat. And it's all about process and realizing that it's for the betterment of myself. I can do this. My body can adapt to consuming all of my calories in that 4 hour window, trigger autophagy, eat the junk cells, create a less fat, leaner physique. And that's fantastic. And anybody can do it. Consume your calories in a 4 hour window, let your body take care of the rest. And that's what works for me. I'm not going to say that it's going to work for everybody, but that's what works for me. That's what's worked for me. And if you've seen any of my videos, if you've seen any of my content, if you've followed the Dancing Monkey at all, you've seen that in action. And that's what it's all about. It's about not depriving yourself of anything. Now, I don't eat a lot of sugar because sugar goes through me and I'm on the toilet for the rest of the day. But when I do indulge my sweet tooth, I don't worry about it. I don't beat myself up about it because I'm confining myself to that 4 hour window. And I know that autophagy will take care of all of that junk shit that I've put into my body. And that's why I don't get colds. That's why I don't get knocked down with the flu. It's not about anything external. It's about internal. Leaving that 4 hour window so my body can look after itself. And you have to know that your body is a temple. And you treat your body like a temple by not trying to manipulate it, but just allowing it to do what it needs to do. And if you keep trying to force feed your body and try to obsess over calories in, calories out, and, oh, I got to have the right macros, you're depriving yourself of what your body can naturally do. You have to trust your body. And that's what I've been doing each and every day for these last couple of 2+ years. 98% of the time, I'm consuming all my calories in a 4 hour window. If I decide I'm going to drink beer, I drink beer, but I do it in that 4 hour window. If I decide I'm going to eat highly processed foods, I do it in that 4 hour window. If I decide that I'm going to cook healthy, eat healthy, I cook and eat healthy, and I do it in that 4 hour window. And I do it in that 4 hour window so I can trigger autophagy and allow my body to do what it does best. And that is get rid of the junk, get rid of all the crap that I put into my system, and create a better version of myself each and every day. And since April the 8th of this year, if you followed the Dancing Monkey, you've seen the skinny fat version of myself, that 147-pound, bulging belly, loose skin, no muscle tone, no definition, but at a healthy BMI and with no drawbacks to physical fitness or medical issues other than the ones that I've already discussed, the blindness, the arthritism, and the extracted plantar. And then I decided that I was going to initiate hypertrophy as well, along with my autophagy. And hypertrophy, same thing. How do you get hypertrophy? All of my weightlifting friends and health fanatics know that. If you use your muscles and you do that resistance training and you do that cardio and you do those calisthenics, you will create micro tears in your system and your body will fix itself and grow your muscles back big and stronger. And as you exercise, you can find you can do more and more, and you can progressively overload, and you can create more muscles in your system, get more defined. And it's all about living that healthy lifestyle, living that not so much healthy lifestyle, but active lifestyle. I get up, I walk 5 miles every day. I can do that. I choose to do that. You can choose to do that. Lately, I've been doing Nordic walking for those 5 miles. Sometimes I throw on a weighted vest, but each day I'm doing more and more, and my body's capable of more and more because of hypertrophy. And it's got less junk cells in it because of autophagy. And once you marry autophagy and hypertrophy into your daily life, then you can create greatness and you don't have to obsess about calories and what you're doing to your body each and every day because your body's going to heal itself each and every day, no matter what you do. In fact, sometimes despite of what you do. And as long as you trust in that process, the world's your oyster. Because in this world is comprised entirely of energy, and we're in this three-dimensional reality, and the three-dimensional reality is only our manifestation of our eyes make sense of what we're doing. We can look after new lessons. We can learn new things. We can embrace the lifestyle that we want to embrace. And there is no lack. There is only abundance. And you don't have to manipulate numbers and obsess over numbers and find yourself in analysis paralysis. You just have to figure out what works for you. What's going to keep you motivated to keep going each and every day? You have to ask yourself, what can I do for my body to make it a better version of itself each and every day? What can I do for my mind to make it more intuitive and more open to the possibilities that are available each and every day? And that's what I'm doing. And I'm doing that through intermittent fasting each and every day. You can jumpstart that. You can, if you do a 2 or 3 day fast, because when you fast, hypertrophy or autophagy kicks in and it's at its highest in a 3 to 5 day fasting period. So if you fast for 3 to 5 days, that's when you're really going to kickstart it. But if you do it as I do each and every day for an extended period of time, you're going to find yourself getting stronger and stronger. And it's doing it each and every day. And you're going to be hungry at the first. I'm not going to lie. It took me a while to train my body to do what I'm doing each and every day. However, it becomes easier over time, just like riding a bicycle, just about writing, just about journaling, just about speaking. Each and every day, it gets easier and easier the more that you do it. And when you focus on the result and how you want to be, and that vision of the future and who you want to be, and you trust the science and you trust that your body's going to be its best version of yourself, and you don't try to manipulate your body, you just do what comes naturally and you allow it to do what it does best. And the science backs me up on that. And I know that it's not for everybody. And I know people don't hear about it or talk about it each and every day. And that 4 hour window that triggers autophagy in me allows me to do and transform the way that I've transformed. And I love it. And I'm not going to say that it's for everybody. However, it's what's worked for me. And on this day of Thanksgiving, I want to be grateful to the universe for showing me that path and for letting me know that, yes, share it with you guys. Give it away. Allow yourself to teach others what you have done. They already know that it will work. It's already inside of them, but they need that affirmation. They need to say it's okay to do that. It's okay to go against the societal norms that say you have to eat 3 times a day or 6 times a day or 10 times a day. No, you don't. You don't have to count calories. It's not calories in, calories out. It's not eating the certain amount of macros in order to become like Arnold. It's about being the best version of yourself and becoming a better version of yourself each and every day and not holding yourself up to any higher standards than yourself. And what I found that works for me is kickstarting autophagy each and every day. And it becomes easier and easier over time. I'm living proof. I've shucked off my shirt. I've shown the war wounds. I've shown the loose skin, the sagging skin. I've shown how it's getting tighter and more supple without surgery or taking collagen supplements or rubbing some miracle cream on my system. It comes from allowing my body the time it needs to repair itself without my intervention. And that's what eating is. That's your intervention. That's you stopping your body from doing what it does best. It's about trying to it's like force feeding a baby. If the baby doesn't want to eat, don't make it eat. And that's how it's worked for me. And that's what's worked for me. But like I say, that's just me. And I wanted to share that with you guys today. And hypertrophy, yes, live an active lifestyle. Get off of the couch. Walk the 5 miles every day. Walk as much as you can. Try to walk more. Try to do more each and every day because you have the ability to do more each and every day. You have that ability to become a better version of yourself each and every day. You can find what's in it yourself that's going to make you happy and keep you driven and motivated and going from day to day. And that's what I've been about my entire life, becoming a better version of myself each and every day and not holding myself up higher than anyone else or lower than anybody else, not being envious or jealous, not being judgmental, self righteous indignation, but just knowing that I can embody the success that I want to create in my life. And I can share with each of you how to go about doing it, how I've gone about doing it, so that you can integrate the ideas that do resonate with the ideas that don't resonate with you. And that's how you do it. That's when the magic happens. And that's when life becomes better for each of us. And I'm just so grateful for the entire path and the entire journey that I've had that I'm able to do this now, that I'm able to speak about it, that I'm able to share. And I'm not trying to manipulate anybody for their time or energy or money or anything. I'm just sharing with what resonates with me because I know that that greatness is within you. And I love you all. I hope you have an awesome Thanksgiving Day in the States. If you're from America, as like a quarter of my followers are. And if you're not, if from anywhere else in the third, fourth, fifth, 77th dimension, I hope you guys have an awesome day as well. And before football starts, turkey starts, I want to give thanks to each and every one of you that has been part of my journey, that's followed along with the dancing monkey. And yeah, remember, life's about choices. I've shared with you how I've transformed myself. If it resonates with you, I'm stoked. If you want to hear more about it, leave a comment, leave a like. And yeah, I fuck around and find out. I throw shit against the wall, but I keep becoming a better version of myself each and every day. And that's what I want for each one of you in this community. Love you all. Have an awesome Thanksgiving. I'll see you tomorrow on my birthday, 47 years old tomorrow. So stoked about that. And we'll see what tomorrow brings us. But remember, autophagy and hypertrophy are the magic keys that have brought me to where I am today. Hope you have an awesome day, guys. Love you all.